Article 2, Section 21 reflects the framers' recognition that rural poverty and landlessness are among the root causes of inequality in the Philippines. The countryside is home to the majority of Filipinos, yet historically it has been marked by underdevelopment and feudal relations. This provision is therefore both an economic strategy and a social justice mandate to uplift the rural poor, modernize agriculture, and democratize land ownership. Rural development under the Constitution is holistic, not limited to farming. It includes, first, raising agricultural productivity through technology, research, and modernization. Second, infrastructure support, farm to market roads, irrigation, and storage facilities. Third, social services like education, health, and housing to uplift rural life. And fourth, diversified livelihood opportunities such as agribusiness, fisheries, and cottage industries. The goal is to make rural life equitable with urban life, ending the neglect of the countryside in national development. At the heart of Section 21 is agrarian reform. This means redistributing land to landless farmers and providing them security of tenure. But reform is not only about land titles. It is it also includes support services such as access to credit, technical assistance, and markets. The philosophy is deeply rooted in social justice. Those who till the land must be the ones to own and benefit from it. This corrects centuries of feudalism where farmers labored without dignity or ownership. The Supreme Court has upheld agrarian reform as a constitutional mandate. In Association of Small Landowners versus DAR, landowners challenged the CARL, Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law, or RA 6657. The court ruled that agrarian reform is a valid exercise of police power, meaning for redistribution and equity, and power of eminent domain by requiring just compensation. In the case of Landback versus CA, 1995, the court clarified that while agrarian reform promotes social justice, it must respect property rights. Landowners cannot be deprived without just compensation. Thus, agrarian reform is constitutional, but it must be fair and balanced. Agrarian reform embodies the Constitution's social justice philosophy. The guiding principle is those who have less in life should have more in law. By redistributing land, the state seeks to break feudal exploitation and empower farmers with ownership and dignity. Importantly, agrarian reform is not only about equity, but also productivity, ensuring that land, once equitably distributed, becomes a source of economic growth rather than stagnation. Despite constitutional and legal guarantees, agrarian reform has faced persistent challenges. First, we have slow implementation of land distribution. Second, resistance from powerful landowners who use political and legal means to delay reform. Third, weak support services that often leave farmer beneficiaries land rich but capital poor. And fourth, land conversion pressures, where agricultural land is reclassified for real estate or commercial use. These challenges underscore that agrarian reform is not a one-time project, but a continuing state obligation. To conclude, Article 2, Section 21 requires the state to promote comprehensive rural developments and agrarian reform as pillars of social justice. Rural development is holistic, improving infrastructure, services, and livelihoods. Agrarian reform ensures land redistribution with support services, affirming that those who till the land must own it. The Supreme Court upheld agrarian reform as valid, subject to due process and just compensation. The constitutional vision is clear: a just, productive, and equitable countryside where farmers are no longer tenants but empowered landowners, partners in national progress.